Hello, today I'm going to be making a different type of video. I'm going to start a new series about Redstone. In this series, I'm going to teach you all these different things about Redstone. But for this first one, this is a video for absolute beginners. They have no idea what to use this red powder for. First, we are going to start off with the basic things that can activate redstone. So your most basic one would either be the lever or the buttons. And all you have to do is hook up some redstone to your lever or buttons. Oops. And when you activate them, all you have to do is click the lever and it lights up. That means that it is powered. If you click it again, it's not powered anymore. A button simply puts out a short signal. Same for the wooden button. A stone button cannot be activated by arrows, whereas a wooden button can. But a wooden button also puts out a longer signal than a stone button. See? And then the lever is good for just switches that you can either keep on or off. A redstone torch is a device that will always be on unless told otherwise. The wooden pressure plate, well, there are 4 types of pressure plates. There is the wooden pressure plate, the weighted pressure plate heavy, and the weighted pressure plate light. And if you step on the wooden, the stone, and then the gold. So these two are mainly for players or mobs, but if you drop something onto a wooden pressure plate or shoot it with an arrow or hit it with a fishing rod, that will activate it as well. Here, let me show you. So if I hit it with a fishing rod, it turns on. If I hit it with a bow, it also should turn on. Same with the wooden button over there. Or if I can hit it. There. Now, the stone pressure plate doesn't get activated from items or arrows or fishing rods. It is only for entities like mobs and players. The weighted pressure plates are for items. So if it has 1 item, see, it only activates the first one. If it has 2 items, it activates the 2 of them. If it has 3 items, it activates 3. It depends on how many items you put onto the pressure plate. So those are the very basic ways to trigger redstone. Now I'm going to be showing you some more complex ways to power it. So the first one I'm going to be showing you is the daylight sensor. It, of course, senses daylight, and if it detects daylight, from the sun, it will put out a redstone signal. Now if you click on it, it will turn into a night sensor. So when it turns to night, you can power something. This is very helpful for making lights that will automatically turn on at night. The next one is the block of redstone. It's like the redstone torch in the fact that it will always power it, except there is no way to turn the block of redstone off. And then the last way to trigger redstone that I have is tripwire hooks. This is great for making traps. All you have to do is place down your tripwire hooks onto the sides of blocks and then put string in between them. And when you step on it, it goes down, which means that it will send out a redstone signal. Let me show you. See? It sends out a redstone signal. Now that I have shown you these different ways to activate redstone, I will be showing you different things you can do with it. Oh yeah, I also forgot. The trapped chest. The trapped chest will send out a redstone signal when it is open. Wait, it's supposed to at least. Oh yeah, I think it has to go through it. I'm confused. Okay, well, we'll figure that out later. So now I'm going to be showing you different things that can be activated by redstone. So the first one is TNT. You should know what this does. All you have to do is take one of your devices that will make a redstone input, hook up some redstone to it by simply clicking on the ground, and then put your device next to it. Then activate it, and you have lit your TNT. Now, a dispenser is good for shooting, say, arrows or fire charges or something like that. So if I get an arrow out, if I put it in there, hook up a lever to it, it fires out the arrow. You can also use things like spawn eggs, buckets of water or lava, and you'll do different things. If you hook it up to an iron door, which you cannot, I would like to point out, open with your bare hand, you can only activate it by redstone. So if I just made a simple little thing where say this is a locked door, I have to go and flip the lever to be able to get through. Simple. There we go. And then the redstone lamp is similar to a piece of glowstone, but it can only be activated by redstone. So if I make it nighttime, I can make these little lights. I'm gonna leave that on. The piston and sticky piston are similar. The piston, when activated, will push a block. But you will notice when you deactivate it, the block stays in the air. Whereas with the sticky piston, it being sticky means that it can pull the block back down. And then a note block makes a note based off of if it's activated. So I'm just gonna, oh no. Music off. I like that note. So when I flip the lever or push the button or whatever you have hooked up to it, it will make the note that you've specified for it. Now I will be showing you a couple more things you can activate with redstone. So there is the ordinary door, which it's not very practical activating it with redstone because you can just do that with your hand, but it still can be done. There is the fence gate, which I think you can do that. The iron trap door. This, like the iron door, cannot be activated, cannot be opened with your bare hand. It too must be activated by redstone. So if I just hook up a lever to it, I open it. I can also activate ordinary trapdoors, but again, this has no practical use that I can think of because you can just open it with your bare hand. So now that I have shown you things that you can activate redstone with and things that can be activated by redstone, I have a couple more things to show. Oh, well, the redstone comparator detects if there's an item in an object, and if there is, it will send out a short little signal, but it only lasts for the one piece of redstone. So if I drop this into the hopper, it will light up this one piece of redstone. The way to fix this, or any line of redstone that is too long to be powered by one object, see, it is not, like, if I flip this lever, it doesn't go all the way to the end. The way you fix this is you take a repeater and put it at the end of where it's lit up. So if I put a repeater right here and then more redstone, it will detect that there is an item in the hopper and it will send out a signal. So now I'm going to be showing you some very basic little things that you can make that shouldn't require too much effort. So this one is a very basic idea. Put a daylight sensor on top of a redstone lamp and then click it so that it becomes a nightlight sensor. And there you go. When it's night, it will light up your path. But when it's day, you don't need to waste electricity. You can also dispense TNT from a dispenser. So if I simply put some TNT in there, and then maybe that wasn't a good idea. Well, at least I didn't destroy any of my previous creations. We can also make a simple little door system that upon stepping in front of it, it will open. But be sure to include the block behind it, otherwise, well, be sure to have a way to get back out, otherwise you might lock yourself inside. See, if there's just a little room and you can get in, you need to make sure to have a way to get out. See, I'm stuck. Well, I would be. Now I'm going to show you a simple little way to make a constant, like a repeating signal. So you just need a block, a redstone torch, some redstone, and a redstone repeater. So you take the redstone torch, take the redstone, and make a ring around it. But see, this signal is too fast, so you'll burn out your torch. But luckily, the redstone repeater can put a delay into a signal. So if I put a redstone repeater there, it's still slightly too fast. But if I make it so that it's 2 ticks, still a fraction of a second, but slightly bigger, I will have myself a repeating signal. This can be used for maybe you would like a machine gun, an arrow machine gun. Well, you have one. But as you can probably tell, it's not too fast. So, using the redstone comparator that detects if there's an item in an object, I can make a faster shooting arrow dispenser machine gun. So if I just put the arrows in there, and then all I have to do is put a comparator, a hopper, put this hopper facing into that one by crouching and placing it, and then crouch and place this one onto that hopper so that they're feeding into each other. Whenever there's an item, oh yeah, that's the sound it makes when it's empty. And then when I drop an item in here, it will fire. But again, it's not extremely fast. So, if you would like to increase the speed, put a comparator on the other one as well. And then feed that into a repeater with redstone leading to the dispenser so that it has a very small delay. So now if I simply put a piece of redstone in there, and then, oh yeah, it has to be slightly delayed, otherwise it doesn't detect it. And then you can also activate and deactivate this by simply putting a lever or some other way to activate a hopper. Oh yeah, so if you feed redstone into a hopper, activating the redstone will deactivate the hopper, making it so that it cannot move any more items. So if I put a lever up here and flip it, it will stop firing. That's lucky, because I kind of ran out of arrows. Well, almost did. You can also make simple little traps with, as I told you before, with tripwire hooks. All you have to do is take some redstone, maybe some repeaters, and then some sticky pistons. So I'll do this. And it should be open right now. But how am I going to have it so that it's not normally open? Because right now, if I activate it, it's just going to simply close for me. See? So what we want instead is some sort of logic gate that will make it so that we can have it so that it's normally open. This is where a redstone torch can come in handy. So see, if I hook up the redstone torch like this, make sure it's on a block, not just sitting there, because that won't work. If I have it hooked up like that with redstone, it'll normally be on. And then if I continue the signal out, but look, it makes loops, so it won't stay extended. This is where you can use a repeater to make it so that they don't connect. So now I have half of it powered. And then if I just do the exact same on this side, all I have to do is, well, build the exact same thing. And look, it stays closed for me. But how am I going to open it now? Well, if I feed redstone into the sides of the block that has the redstone torch on it, I can simply deactivate the redstone torch by putting a maybe lever right there. So if I put this lever here and then flip it, it will turn off this redstone torch, deactivating this redstone, making these pistons go back in. So if I just cover this up a little, and then that, make sure it looks kind of natural, otherwise it'll be a bit suspicious. You also should hide the little tripwire hooks because they're quite easy to notice normally. And then just make it a little more natural looking. And there, we have some hills, right? And then if I put some redstone here, stepping on it will open the piston trap. And now I'm stuck in here. So if you put, say, lava underneath that, and somebody comes by and runs, they will be trapped. Great for multiplayer, or just if you put, say, a villager over here, make sure he can't get out, then zombies will be attracted towards him. And I can show you this right now. Oh. Ah, lag. So then, put the villager in here. Villager. Oh, I dropped it. Yeah. Put the villager in there. And then make it easy. No, even hard. And then if I time set night, and then maybe spawn in a zombie here. Zombie. All I have to do is put him there. He'll be attracted to the villager. Oh yeah, he doesn't move quite fast enough. So, oh no. Figured out how to get in. Oops. Well, then I'll have to do this. So, see, there's a block here where he can walk onto it and not fall in. So I'm gonna have to move the hooks over a little bit so that as soon as you activate them, oh no, that's not good. Oh, wow. Oh, there we go. That's all I have to do. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why that happened. So then, now if I try that again, and put a zombie there, he should, no! You're not supposed to be able to get, if I put a zombie there, he should see the villager and head towards him. And now he's stuck in there. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it daytime again. And maybe peaceful just so that none of this happens. That should be enough for the first tutorial. If you would like more of these videos, can we get to 10 likes? And if we can get that, I'll be sure to bring more videos of this type. Bye!